Welcome back to Hannity. So according to the latest Fox News poll, only 38% of voters think that Hillary Clinton is honest and trustworthy. Well, it's not hard to figure out why Americans feel that way. Now, the Political Insider put together a list of what they call Hillary Clinton's, quote, wildest lies. And here's a few examples of what they came up with.
You have no reason to remember, but we came out of the White House not only dead broke, but in debt. We had no money when we got there.
I remember landing under sniper fire. There was supposed to be some kind of a greeting ceremony at the airport, but instead we just ran with our heads down to get into the vehicles to get to our base.
All my grandparents, came over here, and my grandfather went to work in a lace mill in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and worked there until he retired at 65.
The laws and regulations in effect when I was Secretary of State allowed me to use my email for work. That is undisputed. We've seen rage and violence directed at American embassies over an awful internet video that we had nothing to do with.
Now, the Political Insider also notes that Hillary Clinton claims she was named after Sir Edmund Hillary and that she tried to join the Marines. Only problem in the Edmund Hillary story? Oh, that happened after. Oops, sorry. Joining us now with reaction, Democratic pollster Doug Schoen, columnist for the Washington Times, Monica Crowley, both Fox News contributors. I don't know which one's my favorite, but one of my favorites is, and I landed under sniper fire. We have the video when she actually landed and met this cute little girl handing her flowers. Now, Doug, where I come from, back where I come from, we call this a big lie. What do you call it?
I call it the front runner for president in a race that has 15. Yeah.
I call that a lie. Did she lie there? Did she lie when she said, oh, I was sleep deprived? Is that a lie? That sounds like a lie to me.
It certainly was not a correct characterization of what happened. She withdrew it. But, Sean, I repeat, she's the front runner and, candidly, is on the path to get the nomination and go on to be odds-on chance to be elected.
Monica, there's a part of me that just expects it with the Clintons. But will it have an impact?
Well, Mrs. Clinton has been on the national scene now, Sean, for 25 years. And for the duration, she has been a serial liar. To answer your question, I think it's already baked in the cake with a lot of voters. They expect the Clintons to lie. They expect them to dissemble. Remember, she's never had an intimate relationship with the truth. So her honesty and trustworthy numbers have never been good. But after the most recent scandal, Sean, about the email server, the private email, and also the Clinton Foundation and all of the corruption and fraud that's gone on there, her numbers have tanked even further. So when you have these recent scandals that reinforce an already existing notion that she is not honest and trustworthy, Doug is right. She may very well be the front runner, but she's starting from a deficit where people don't trust her.
Perceptions are also hard to change. There are big lies like the sniper fire, and then there's little lies being named after Sir Edmund Hillary. Only problem is that great feat of Sir Edmund Hillary's didn't happen until after a couple of years after she was born. So why does somebody lie? William Safire called her a congenital liar. Why does somebody lie like this?
I don't know.
What's the point? I'm glad you acknowledge she lies, though.
I acknowledge that she certainly has exaggerated, but I also...
Exaggerate? Why can't you say the word lie? L-I-E. Or if you're Joe Biden, three-letter word, L-I-E-S.
Because I've worked for Hillary, I've worked for her husband, and I think she has a lot of leadership traits that are very good.
Leadership traits. Was lying one of them?
She certainly has withdrawn most of those inaccuracies. I'm glad she did.
You know what? I think, to my earlier point, the voters already assume this about the Clintons, that they're liars.
Does that help her get away with it?
Well, I think a lot of people make excuses for it because it's already assumed.
Like Doug knows she's a liar. He just won't say it.
Everybody knows she's a liar. I think
You're laughing. You know it's true.
Republicans, rather than focus on the fact she doesn't tell the truth and her husband doesn't tell the truth, that they should focus on the question of competency with her.
I actually think, look, I think this is a part of the narrative, but I think the bigger narrative is how are you going to fix the economy, get people back to work, how are you going to balance the budget, and how are you going to save America from ISIS?
And that
is the bigger narrative. I agree with you.
That gets to the theme I'm talking about.
To quote Chuck Todd, if you're running for president, the truth matters, Doug Schoen.
Right, and the truth is she's got a tax plan, she's got a jobs plan.
And the truth is she's a liar.
And she is going to develop a strong plan on ISIS when she gets past the nomination and it isn't beholden to the left.
It's not hard. She lies. Say it.
I'm going to tell you she's going to be the next president.
That's not going to happen.
Yes, it is.
God help us. Coming up, more reaction to President Obama's laughable remarks at the Paris Climate Conference. 2016 Republican presidential candidate, former Governor Mike Huckabee, is next.